Global forecasts suggest that India is poised to be the third largest economy in the world by 2030. In PPP terms, it is already in the top three. In a decade from now, India may also emerge as the world's most populous nation. Consequently, the country will possess the world's largest working-age population, surpassing China. Economic analysts reason that this young workforce is capable of adding several percentage points to the growth rate of the country's GDP. India will have the unique opportunity of reaping this demographic dividend over a 25-year horizon. Indeed, there is no mistaking this opportunity. Unleashing a growth impetus that can leverage this large pool of young people can help shape a new destiny for the nation, and in its wake transform India from a developing economy mired in poverty to a developed nation that commands global respect. It can be argued that such optimism is misplaced. After all, the scale and depth of the country's challenges are so profound that it would perhaps be unrealistic to harbor such a grand vision. Yet, history is replete with examples of nations that have risen from every adversity to transform themselves into global economic powers. South Korea, Japan, and China stand out as exemplars. Strong leadership, patriotic fervor, robust strategies, and flawless execution, backed by an indomitable spirit of entrepreneurship, has marked this extraordinary transformation. It is my belief that such a vision for the India of tomorrow can be equally inspiring. Undeniably, the country's socio-economic challenges are daunting. More than 300 million people need critical support to move out of endemic poverty. Gainful employment has to be created for the 12 million who join the workforce every year. This is a colossal task, given that the recent rate of employment generation has barely been 2 to 3 million per annum. Equally critical is the challenge to provide food, water, energy, education, and health security to the 1.5 billion that will inhabit the country by 2030. Rural agricultural communities are today becoming even more vulnerable given the increasing threat of climate change. It would be futile to expect the economic drivers of yesteryear to address these unrelenting challenges. A structural transformation is called for to foster an environment which can multiply new opportunities that are contemporary and relevant for the world of tomorrow. Economic opportunities that can spur large-scale sustainable livelihoods along the entire value chain. Livelihood creation that will provide even those marginalized with the prospect to earn, save, spend, and invest, energizing a virtuous cycle of growth. Economic activity that can flourish by nurturing the environment rather than plundering it. At the end of the day, such structural transformation must enable a synergy of effort that can sustain high growth rates and simultaneously enable a higher order value capture for the society at large. How do we therefore create a new model of development that can encourage this heightened level of economic activity? The panacea to my mind lies in building extreme competitiveness of the Indian economy. Given the large societal challenges, competitiveness must be attained without creating a burden on the environment or compromising the dignity of labor, a paradigm that I call responsible competitiveness. In the past, competitiveness suffered due to the cumulative effect of a policy and regulatory framework that was designed in an era of mistrust and suspicion. Such a restrictive mindset must now be consigned to the pages of history. Today, the overarching objective should be to achieve a pinnacle of responsible competitiveness.